Yo, YouTube, what's crack-a-lack-a jack-a-smackin'? It's Waffle Man with a video, and let's just cut to the chase, man. Yesterday was probably one of the best, if not the best NBA game of the season. I mean, in the weeks after the All-Star break, the games were great. Clippers, Warriors, Clippers, Spurs, Thunder, Cavs. I mean, all the games were great. Damian Lillard dropped 50. Anthony Davis dropped like 59. DeMarcus Cousins has been on a tear. And every game has been interesting to watch. You know, after the All-Star break, it's been on fire, man. The NBA has been flames. But yesterday's game, the Thunder versus the Warriors, a chance for the Thunder to redeem themselves after losing at Golden State prior to the All-Star game. And, you know, a lot of people have their hopes that OKC is the only team to stop the Warriors. And, you know, the Warriors have cruised past the Cavaliers. They nearly blew out the Spurs. I mean, everyone's resting their hearts that at least Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, the two MVP runners, are going to do something about Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And in the beginning of the game, it looked like they were getting the stops they needed. They were, you know, flowing on offense. Westbrook was doing his thing. Kevin Durant was playing excellent. Curry, you know, he had an okay game in the first half, but second half, man, it's all about the second half. Now, at halftime, as you heard, you know, there was some shouting going on in the Golden State Warriors locker room, which was kind of weird. I mean, they're a 50-plus season team, and, you know, they weren't even really down that much. So for them to be shouting in the locker room, cursing, it doesn't seem like them. But I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. We don't know the full details really. But then after halftime, you know, Warriors came out, and then Steph Curry, you know, Westbrook stepped on Steph Curry's ankles, and it looked like a really pretty, you know, hard injury right there. And people didn't think Curry's gonna come. He wasn't gonna come back in the game. And he went to the locker room. He got it checked out. He got it taped up. And he actually came back. He was fine. And that was crazy because he really looked like he got hurt on that play. But he came back fine. And guess what this nigga does? He starts splashing, man. And I mean, the Thunder were in control the whole game. But if you were watching the game, you had that feeling that the Warriors were going to somehow, some way do something miraculous. And that, you know, if you're a Thunder fan, you're on your seat. You're scared to death because, you know, time is ticking, man. And, you know, the fourth quarter was a long-ass quarter for Thunder fans, man. I mean, this nigga Curry started pulling up threes, and, yo, Stephen Curry is the best shooter I have ever seen, man. I mean, there are a lot of Steph Curry haters on Twitter and stuff like that, you know, but they couldn't say anything, man. They were quiet. Like, this nigga Steph Curry, like, the Warriors were really down by, like, 9 points at one point. You know, it was, like, 6 minutes left, and then Steph Curry just starts pulling threes, and it's like, yo, they're not even, like, it's not even bad defense. They're very, it's not like it's bad defense because it's just Steph Curry. It's just great offense, and this dude is hitting contested shots. He's hitting moving shots off the screens, you know, in the flow, deep threes over people's faces. Like, it's just insane. And then somehow, some way, Kevin Durant hits a huge 3-point shot to give the Thunder like a 4-point lead. And I think Klay Thompson gets like a 3-point play. I mean, Klay Thompson, even though he didn't shoot that well all game, he came in clutch, man. I mean, he's a great shooter. He's the second best shooter in the NBA behind Stephen Curry. And he was just clutch. And then the play that I just don't understand the Thunder, man. You just can't allow Kevin Durant to get trapped in the corner. And Kevin Durant, you being a superstar, you gotta hold that ball, man. You gotta hold on to that ball. They put the ball in your hands and you end up turning the ball over. No one even took a timeout on the Oklahoma City, which is another mistake. But then the effort by the Warriors to save the ball, get the ball, you know, get up the court, and then they called a foul on Kevin Durant, that was his fourth foul or his fifth foul right there. And Iguodala, how about Iguodala, 61% from the line, making 2 clutch free throws, man. I mean, that's insane. Like, the whole Warriors team, just an outstanding, like, that's what you call a team. I mean, they got the best player in the world on their team, but still, that is a team. That is a real basketball team right there. That's his team effort. And Draymond Green, he didn't really score that much, but he did what he was supposed to do, man. He defended, he got rebounds, he assisted, he did what he was supposed to do, man. He kept the leadership, he kept the team in the game, and that's all you can ask for because you got the best player in the world, Steph Curry, on your team. And let me tell you, man, as soon as the Thunder or the Warriors tied that game, you knew that the Warriors were gonna win the game, man. I mean, it was just inevitable. Kevin Durant had 5 fouls. He picked up a silly foul on Steph Curry in overtime, and then it was over, man. Curry bombs away from 3. He had 12 threes in the game. I think he shot, what, 12 or 16 from downtown? And all these threes, it's not like they were wide open. I mean, some of them were a little bit wide, but he was still moving. He was still grooving. I mean, this dude, man, he was taking some deep threes in people's faces. And it's like, wow, really? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, how far up do you want me to play defense? I mean, he's shooting like 5, 6, 10 feet behind the 3-point line. And then Kevin Durant gets fouled out and everyone's just sad in Oklahoma City. Then you know what happens. You know, no Kevin Durant. Westbrook's got to take over. He didn't do such a great job in overtime. But then, you know, the Warriors tie the game. Westbrook has a chance to win the game. He misses his shot. And the Warriors don't even call timeout. And Curry hits a bomb. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, literally, go on Twitter, and you can see all the tweets of the NBA players. LeBron James tweeting how great Steph Curry is, Kyle Lowry, Dirk Nowitzki, Kristaps Porzingis, Quincy Pondexter. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, this dude Curry, 12 of 16. He's literally unstoppable, unguardable from 3. He scored 46 points on the Thunder. Not one person on that team could stop him. Not even Russell Westbrook, because honestly, it's really tough to guard Curry. I mean, if they set a screen, are you gonna go over the screen? You know, Curry could beat you by. He could go for a layup. He's very good at finishing at the rack. Are you gonna go under the screen? Are you gonna switch? If you switch, he has a mismatch, and sometimes he might just pull up in the center's face anyway. So he's a very versatile player, and he's very difficult to guard, man. But if you didn't watch that game yesterday, look at the highlights. Go to Free Dawkins' channel on YouTube and just look at the greatness, man. This is living greatness. I mean, yo, this dude, it's unreal, man. And when 2K was talking about they couldn't emulate Curry in the game, I don't think they can, man. I mean, this dude, if he's making shots like that, that is not realistic basketball in 2K. I mean, that's cheese basketball in 2K. This nigga's pulling up from anywhere and he's making it. And he's making it, man. I mean, yo, that was a great game. I mean, it's crazy, man, because the Warriors, it felt like the Warriors were gonna lose, and Curry just did it all. Like, I can't believe, like, the shot he made. Like, honestly, if you didn't watch that game, or you had the opportunity to watch that game and you decided not to watch it, you're not an NBA fan, man. That's just simple as that. You don't love the NBA. And now as a Knicks fan, I can't believe we were 1 pick away from getting Stephen Curry, man. 1 pick away. Like, what do you do if you're a team? Like, they got the 2 best shooters in the game. They have stability. Honestly, I don't know, man. I take my chances to rebuild right now for the future, because ain't nobody gonna win against that team and that guy, Steph Curry. But let me know what you guys thought about the game in the comment section. This dude, Steph Curry, man, he's only gonna get better and better in 2K, man. He's got to. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised and I wouldn't be mad if 2K gave him a 100 standing 3-pointer and a 100 moving 3-pointer. I mean, think about this. Here's another stat. He's shooting 64% from 28 feet from the freaking rim. The rest of the NBA only shoots 19% from that mark. Like, yo, that's just insane. But anyways, YouTube, let me stop the talking. Let me stop the NBA fanboyism. And the funny thing about the Warriors is that they play such good team basketball, and you watch Stephen Curry, sometimes you just want to cheer for them. I wasn't trying to cheer for them last night, but you know, after Steph Curry started doing all those, you know, all those freaking shots, man, how could you not start cheering for him? How could you not be in awe, man? How? But anyways, let me stop babbling, and I'm out. Peace.